Yadah Football Club, the men of God, visited the City of Kings for their Easter Monday Matchday 4 fixture against Bulawayo Chiefs, with all eyes on poster boy Kama Billiard as he made his fourth appearance for a Yadah side still searching for their first win on this current campaign. Chiefs came into the match bubbling with confidence following their 2-0 away win over Hwange, but almost had that bubble burst as early as the 3rd minute following some great work on the right by Lennox Mcheto, whose cross into the box deceived a hesitant Chiefs defense, eventually falling onto Blessing Dereki, unfortunate to see his shot deflected agonizingly over the bar by Malvin Hativagoni. Chiefs were living dangerously, and 6 minutes later they were again on the back foot after some bad judgment of a high ball by Panashe Shoko allowed Mandlenko Simlido space to tear away towards goal before clipping a crosser cleared onto Jerich Pangura. Wasting no time, the Yadah forward picked an unmarked King Nadolo, whose ball across the face of goal found no takers. Against the run of play, Chiefs opened the scores on the 13th minute. The first goal at Luveve this season in 5 Premier League matches offered the boot of talented Neva Rauji, who ran onto a Leroy Ndlovu passer before squeezing his shot via the near post, and Chiefs were in the lead. After the goal, Chiefs upped their game, and suddenly it was Yadah on the back foot. On 17 minutes, the hosts thought they had a fair claim for a penalty after Leroy took on Lennox for pace in the box, the latter sliding tackle catching the man and not the ball. The referee waved play on. At the other end, Yadah would come close with a Melvin Mukiwa free kick that keeper Prosper Matutu touched away just enough to divert it away from goal. The resultant corner kick saw Mandlenko Simlido's header flash agonizingly wide of Chiefs' right-hand post. Kama Billiard would come close to registering his first ever goal since his arrival at Yadah, following a well-calculated Yadah build-up as efficient as clockwork that released Mandlenkosi wide on the right, his crosser headed marginally wide off target by Kama Billiard. Miracles happen, and how Chiefs failed to go 2 up on the 34th minute shall always remain a mystery after Nkosiabo Masilela swung in a dipping cross that Yadah keeper Marshall Takarinda tipped onto Neva Rauji, and instead of placing his tap in, he went for power straight at the keeper, and Takarinda had pulled off a miraculous save. The miss appeared to affect Rauji's confidence. It's not surprising less than a minute later he would choose sophistication instead of a simple pass onto Nkosiabo Masilela's path. The good chance had gone. All the same, it would not matter much as on the 39th minute, Chiefs doubled the lead after Marvelous Fernando lost possession in critical territory, and Chiefs capitalized, Neva Rauji making amends for his earlier boob by setting up a sitter for Leroy Ndlovu, whose unstoppable shot shook the nets to make it 2 for Chiefs. Job done at the break by Amakosi, whilst Yadah, despite their 2-0 deficit, must be commended for the way they fought at every stage of the game, showing so much belief and character even where the scoreline began to suggest otherwise. The teams are returned for the second half, and Yadah would set the tone for an epic finale just 3 minutes after the restart, pulling one back off a corner nodded home by Jerich Pangura. The men of God were now rejuvenated, maybe possessed by the spirit of their halftime prayers, and you could tell by their play they really needed no miracle to hit a second, only patience and consistency, and they could be level. On the other hand, the inexperience of a young Chiefs side would begin to show. Yadah ran rings around the home side midfield and defense, and with such dominance and Kama Billiard in their lineup, you got the feeling it was a matter of time before Chiefs collapsed. Believe it or not, on the sunny Easter Monday, it was Kama who blew the Miracle Boys' moment of resurrection, touching Prosper Matutu's spill onto the left-hand post with an inviting goal at his mercy. With Matutu sprawled on the turf, Mcheto rolled the ball into the keeper's arms as he was already pleading for mercy, and Chiefs had survived. Chiefs somehow held on. Their coach Tulani Tutsipanda, sensing imminent danger, ran changes to stabilize the tide, yet Yadah persisted. With almost an hour gone on the clock, Lennox Mcheto's dangerous cross into the box deceived Prosper Matutu, who would be grateful his touch on the ball turned it away from King Nadolo, who could not adjust well enough to direct his header on target. Finally, Chiefs managed to get out of their half and tried to catch Yadah with a Sifas Mskavano free kick that was always dipping towards goal. It nestled after flying above the horizontal bar. On rare occasions that Chiefs somehow found themselves in the last third, confidence lagged, and with it went the opportunity to strike an assurance goal that would all but guarantee them maximum points. With a quarter of an hour to go, Yadah keeper Marshall Takarinda and Melvin Mukiwa conspired to create a breather for Chiefs as they conceded an unnecessary throw-in that allowed the home side to recuperate from Yadah's never-ending raids that unbelievably yielded no fruit in the second half. 8 minutes from time, Billiard almost caught the Chiefs' defense unawares, flicking a free kick onto Jerich Pangura, who let fly a rising shot that surprised Prosper Matutu as it crashed back from the crossbar, and Chiefs had survived again. How Chiefs remained in the lead against Yadah's incessant raids almost the entire second half, only they know, and 7 minutes from the end, Jerish Pangura released Ryan Luveve wide on the right, who laid for substitute Vincent Sango to fluff the chance, and Chiefs had lived another of the proverbial 9 lives of a cat. 2 minutes shy of full-time, Jerish Pangura was denied what appeared a sure goal by Jameson Masaza, deflecting Chipangura's shot away for a corner. With time almost done, you knew that after Prosper Kafela Panjila teed up Kama Billiard to strike from within the box, Yadah would not score even if the game was still on up to now, what with Kama sending his shot above the target, with all expecting to see the nets shake. Instead, it will be Chiefs who would hit the back of the nets when substitute Benjamin Adoti's attempted pass to Malvin Stole was partially cleared back to Adoti, who went on to bustle clear of Ariel Makopa, and with the keeper to beat, he made no mistake from close range and the points belonged to Chiefs. 2-0 win then for Amakosi, who are enjoying a good spell that has seen them lose only once in 4 matches. They are largely inexperienced side, slowly gaining confidence as they come to terms with the game against the big boys of the league.
In terms of experience, it's something that they will gain bit by bit as they play, but so far so good. I'm happy with the performance.
Yadah coach Thomas Luveve, incidentally Tulani Toots Spanda's assistant when Toots arrived at Triangle last year, unsurprisingly laid it all on his side's failure to convert.
We failed to utilize those chances. Then if you lose a lot of chances there, you are bound to be punished.
3-1 win for Chiefs, then Yadah still searching for their first set of maximum points. The sooner they find the winning formula, the better, lest the pressure begins to mount on the men of the cloth as well as Karma. It's too early to be talking of demotion, but Yadah, just like last year, would not want to find themselves in difficult survival matches on the last day. Sometimes miracles become elusive. For the Premier Soccer League at Luveve Stadium in Bulawayo, I'm Thandazani Zimbwa.